Hey weirdos, welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm so glad you're here. We're going to do a little manicure and we're going to talk about some super common myths that I hear about all over the place when it comes to nails. If you want to know how I prep my natural nails, I'll leave that video up in the cards. We're going to put on some tips. I'm going to throw on some dips and we're going to do a little bit of nail art, including some fun stuff from Nail Reserve. There is a little giveaway happening, so stay tuned if you want to hear more about that. So the first myth that I want to touch on is that dip is healthier for your nails than acrylic or gel or whatever, and that is simply not true. All these products are basically the same. It's all a form of plastic, so it doesn't necessarily mean that one is healthier than the other. Matter of fact, none of them are healthy. No product you put on your nails is going to benefit the health of your nail. Not even nail strengthener. None of this stuff actually changes your nail in any way, shape, or form. So it doesn't matter what you put on them. What makes your nail stronger is having something over your nail to protect it from damage. That is it. Nothing will change the chemistry of your nails. The second myth that I want to touch on, similar to this one, is that products damage your nails. Also not true. Products do not damage your nails. What will damage your nails, or I should say can damage your nails, is the way you prep your nail and the way you remove your nail enhancement. If you are over filing when you prep your nails, or if you are ripping product off of your nails, that can cause nail damage. But the products themselves do not damage your natural nail. I'm going to build a little bit of an apex over these tips. If you want a detailed video, I'll leave that in the cards for you. But the next myth that I want to talk about is that nails need to breathe. Not true. Your nails do not breathe. They're essentially dead. It's like your hair. Your hair doesn't breathe, your nails don't breathe. You don't need to take off your product and give your nails a break. Matter of fact, I would suggest the opposite. If you're finding you're maybe overfiling your nails a little bit and they're becoming thinner, the best thing you can do for your nails is put something over them and leave it alone while they grow out. That'll protect your nails while they're growing, because if you leave your nails naked, exposed to the elements, you have a better chance of breaking your nails, and then they will not grow out because you keep breaking them. But your nails do not need to breathe. They do not need a break. Of course, if they are thinning out because you're overfiling them, maybe don't file them as much. You still want to prep your nails to make sure your product stays on and you don't get lifting, which can introduce moisture and stuff into underneath that enhancement on your nail plate. But don't go crazy with the prep if your nails, or if you feel like your nails are getting a little bit thinner. Before I move on to the next issue, or topic I should say, I should have put out this disclaimer ahead of time. Should have led with this. I am not a nail tech. I am a non-professional. I'm a DIYer. I am a nail art enthusiast, if you will. But I do research like crazy. I do follow a lot of nail techs, and I heed their advice because they know what they're talking about. They're educated individuals, so I am taking what I have learned from those individuals along with a lot of research I've done on my own, and I am passing that along to you guys for to do with what you will. That is all. So the next thing I want to talk about, I'm gonna go back to nail strengthener for a minute. I have seen so many people, especially in my Facebook group, ask if you can use a nail strengthener under your dip powder. And absolutely no, for two reasons. One, if you put a nail strengthener on under your dip powder, it will prevent the dip from properly adhering, which is going to cause lifting. So you don't want to do that anyway. But the idea of nail strengthener, it does not alter your nails. It does not change the chemical components of your nails. It does not change the nail hardness or thickness, if you will. All it does essentially the same thing dip powder does, just not as well. It adds a layer of protection to your nail, which can help prevent it from breaking. But dip powder does the same thing, as does gel, as does nail polish, as does any other nail enhancement. So if you're going to do dip powder or gel or builder gel or acrylic or polygel or whatever enhancement you want to do, I would say there is 0 point to putting a nail hardener on your nails before you do your other enhancement. No point. You're going to get the same result with dip powder anyway, so skip the step and just do your dip powder. Another myth that I've been hearing a lot about recently is that an e-file is not meant for your natural nail. And this could not be further from the truth. You can use whatever you want on your natural nail. It's really a matter of personal preference. I have found in my own personal experience, I tend to do more damage with a hand file than with an e-file. But it's going to be a matter of what you're comfortable with. Of course, being new to anything is going to come with a learning curve, which can often include some injury. I've been there myself when I first started using an e-file. It's part of the game. That's what's going to happen. But if you are comfortable using an e-file and your nails are fine, you're not thinning them out, you're not cutting yourself, use an e-file. There are bits specifically meant to use on your natural nail. Diamond bits are safe for your natural nail. Fine grit sanding band is safe for your natural nail. I would absolutely not tell you to use a carbide or even a ceramic drill bit for your natural nail. Sometimes they can just be way too rough and you don't want to cut up your natural nail. That takes forever to grow out, and you don't want to damage your nail bed underneath your natural nail because that can lead to issues with your nail growing out later. But yes, you can use an e-file on your natural nails in certain situations, like nail prep, for example, and it's perfectly fine. So now that we've dispelled a few myths about nail enhancements and nails in general, we're going to move on to the nail art portion of the video. This portion of the video is so kindly sponsored by Nail Reserve. They sent over a bunch of stuff for me to play around with and check out. And I know I had a bunch of you in the Facebook group ask about how to do that super trendy swoopy design. So I'm going to show you how to do it super quick, super easy, and yes, you can do it too. I'm going to use two colors they sent over to me. This deep like chocolate brown shade and this off-white ivory type shade, and we're going to do a little swoopy action. I'm going to put these colors on my nail art palette, and I'm going to use a liner brush. These are the brushes I have from Beetles. I love them literally so much. They're my go-to nail art brushes. I'm going to take this deeper polish, and all I'm going to do is make an S. I'm going to make an S starting in one corner on the top by the cuticle, going to the opposite corner on the bottom near the free edge, and that is all. There is a swoopy. Now the key to doing the swoopies is to only use the tip of the brush and to apply light pressure. The more pressure you apply, the thicker that line is going to be. I'm going to go over it here and there in certain spots, maybe once or twice, just to build up that pigmentation. And then I'm going to cure. And I'm going to cure this for a full minute. Another thing I want to talk about, not that it's a myth per se, but gel allergies are so prominent right now, and it's scary, especially for those of you that love using gel paints, gel polishes, gel builder gel, whatever. It can be really scary. So the thing with gel is you do not want to touch your skin with any gel product, and that includes gel primers. That can lead to what's called contact dermatitis, which can cause an allergic reaction. And once you are allergic to a certain gel product, be it HEMA or acrylates or whatever, you are allergic forever. So the key is do not touch your skin with a gel product and make sure it is cured completely, because uncured gel is also what's going to lead to the gel allergies. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat that same step on my other nail, and then we're going to do the second color. If you would like to try some of the products from Nail Reserve, I don't know if you guys know this or not, Nail Reserve was formerly Nail Addict LA. They're so kindly also sponsoring a giveaway for you guys. So if you'd like to be entered to win some brand new gel products from Nail Reserve, let me know down below, leave a comment, and you'll be automatically entered to win. I will let the giveaway go for about maybe 5 days or so, and then I'll pick a winner. So I'm going to move on with the second color. Now this can be a little bit tricky. This is where you want to make sure that you have eaten, you're not shaky, maybe avoid the caffeine, because we're going to put this line, we're going to let it hug that first line. It's going to go right up, tucked in next to it. These are HEMA free, by the way. So if you do have a HEMA sensitivity, a lot of these products are HEMA free. The matte top coat, I believe, contains some form of HEMA, but the two colors and the glossy top coat that I'm going to use, all HEMA free. So I'm going to do the same exact thing that I did with the first color. I'm just going to use this ivory shade, tuck it up right next to that first swoopy right there. Now this is where your creativity can completely flow. You can make these swoopies as thin or as thick. as abundant or scarce as your heart desires. You can completely customize this to whatever you want to do. For me, I like the vertical lines. I feel like it just elongates the nail, especially if you have shorter nails. You're going to want to do vertical and make it nice and long, but you can go any direction you want with this. I'm going to get the second line on that second nail. I'm going to give this a full 60-second cure, and then all I'm going to do is top coat. So after curing the top coat for a full minute, here is the finished look. I could not be more obsessed. It's so simple, but you know me. I'm a simple nail enhancement kind of girl, and I think it's so perfect for fall. I hope this was entertaining. I hope you guys will learn something. Let me know down below. Thanks for hanging out. I hope your day is as beautiful as you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you. Bye.